Don't you just love when people get to the point on their videos? I'm going to get straight to the point today. You can even skip through the intro if you want. So you've just found your new investment property, you found your perfect tenants, and you're ready to go. But today I want to talk about 5 ways you are leaving money on the table as a new landlord. Let's get into it. First of all, let's talk about pets. So a lot of times new landlords do not want to rent to people who have pets for various reasons. Pets can stink up the property, they can destroy the property. There's just a lot that comes along with having cats, dogs, whatever. But let me share with you that you are leaving money on the table by excluding a pool of candidates out there who would be amazing tenants for your property. Story time. So when I first bought my first property, I totally did not want to rent to people with pets, which is kind of discriminatory because at the time I had 2 cats, but I just assumed that they were going to piss all over the property, that it would smell disgusting when I got it back and it was turned back over to me, and I just didn't want to deal with that hassle. So initially my policy was no pets. But as time went on, what I found out was that, some of the best tenants in the world are people that have pets. There are actually studies that show that people who own pets are more empathetic, they're compassionate, and they're responsible. And if you think about it, a lot of people who have families and kids, they have pets. So don't be so quick to say no to pets. They could actually turn out to be a really good tenant for your property. As always, remember to do your own research and check into your state and local laws. So there are 3 different ways that you can charge for pets. You can charge a pet fee, pet rent, and a pet deposit. So what is a pet fee? Simply put, that is just a one-time, non-refundable fee that you can collect before your tenants move in. Next up, which is my absolute favorite, is pet rent. That is a monthly fee added to the rent price to account for the pet living on the property. Look at them. Come on. Why wouldn't you want to rent to somebody with pets? And last but not least, there is a rent deposit that is a one-time refundable fee that covers pet-related property damage. It's like a security deposit. The next way you are leaving money on the table as a new landlord is that you are refusing to go up on rent at the end of your lease. So this obviously depends on how long the tenant has been in the property, your relationship with the tenant. They might be amazing and you don't want to necessarily raise rent every year. But as a landlord and a property owner and an investment person, an investor, you are in business and you definitely need to take a look at your own expenses and make sure that you aren't selling yourself short. My mother always told me there's one thing that's a guarantee in this life, and that's property taxes never go down. So did your property taxes go up? Did your insurance happen to go up? Are you paying more in repairs and maintenance? Inflation could be an issue. So definitely make sure that you are tracking your expenses and that you're charging those increases so you can offset your expenses and make an income as well. The next 2 factors go hand in hand: exterior maintenance and small repairs. So as a landlord, you have the flexibility to put a lot of different things in your lease. One of the ways that I like to make sure that I mitigate additional costs out of my pocket is I make sure that in my lease that tenants pay for exterior maintenance, snow removal, lawn care, etc. Some landlords get afraid to do that because they might think, I want to make sure that my property is, looking great on the outside all the time. But remember, if you do your due diligence up front and you're running your credit checks and you're running your background checks and you're making sure you have a really good tenant in your property, you really shouldn't have an issue with exterior maintenance. The next piece is small repairs. As a new landlord, you should not be breaking your neck running over to the property every single time there's a tiny repair that needs your attention. Small repairs might include anything like a light bulb needing fixed or something just insignificant that's under the $20 to $25 range that you could have your tenant take care of. Definitely check your state clauses and your laws, but that is something that you could absolutely have built in the lease. And last but not least, one way you are definitely leaving money on the table as a new landlord is that you are so afraid to touch your equity. So a lot of new landlords buy their real estate, they like to watch their property go up in value, and while they get so excited that their net worth is going up on a spreadsheet, they're not doing anything to leverage that equity to buy new assets. So don't be afraid to pull out that equity and buy a new investment property. I hope you enjoy these tips today. If you want more, definitely check out my ebook, How to Not Suck as a Landlord. I go into several tips, many of them just my own personal opinion and from experience on how you can be a better landlord. Please hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video.